What do you get when you mix business genius, camera-ready charisma, and an unshakable sense of glamour? You get Kris Jenner, the woman who turned family fame into a global empire and pop culture phenomenon. Today, the world raises a glass to the ultimate momager as she rings in her milestone 70th birthday. From reality TV's most talked-about moments to billion-dollar brand deals, Kris has done it all. And done it with style, strategy, and sparkle. It's not just a birthday. It's a celebration of a legacy that redefines celebrity culture. Love her or not, one thing's for sure. Kris Jenner doesn't just follow trends, she creates them. And tonight, we're taking you through her most iconic, sexiest, and most unforgettable moments. The ones that built a dynasty and inspired a generation. Before the fame, before the cameras, there was Kristen Mary Houghton, a young woman with ambition that reached far beyond Beverly Hills. Her early years as a flight attendant gave her a taste of adventure, but it wasn't long before she landed in the heart of Hollywood. After marrying Robert Kardashian, Kris quickly became a fixture in the Los Angeles social scene. She was always sharp, charming, and unapologetically ambitious. But what no one knew then was that this mom of six would one day mastermind one of the most powerful entertainment families in history. When tragedy struck with Robert's passing, Kris reinvented herself, proving resilience wasn't just a trait, it was her superpower. And in true Kris Jenner fashion, she did it all with diamonds, determination, and a dash of drama. The year was 2007. And television would never be the same again. Keeping Up with the Kardashians hit the airwaves, and Kris Jenner's world instantly became everyone's guilty pleasure. While viewers tuned in for the drama, the fashion, and the outrageous moments, industry insiders quickly realized there was something much bigger happening behind the scenes. Kris wasn't just starring in a show. She was producing, branding, and strategizing. Every episode became a commercial for the Kardashian lifestyle, carefully packaged and perfectly sold. The momager had arrived, and she was rewriting the rulebook on reality TV. For Kris, the cameras were more than entertainment. They were a business tool, and she wielded them like a pro. But beyond the business brilliance, Kris Jenner has always embodied transformation. Not just for her family, but for herself. Over the years, she's become a symbol of reinvention and self-confidence. Whether she's rocking couture gowns on the red carpet, striking poses in glossy magazine shoots, or dancing on TikTok with her grandkids, Kris proves that 70 is just another chapter in the story of evolution. Fans often say she's aging in reverse, and maybe they're right. From subtle style updates to high-profile facelifts, Kris has never shied away from owning her choices. Her honesty about cosmetic enhancements only deepens her image as a woman in control of her look, her brand, and her legacy. Of course, no story about Kris would be complete without her famous children, the Kardashians and Jenners, each one a superstar in their own right. Kim, Kourtney, Khloe, Kendall, and Kylie. They may have different paths, but all roads lead back to Kris. She's the architect behind their careers, the mentor behind their businesses, and the steady hand guiding the chaos. From Kim's viral fame to Kylie's billion-dollar beauty line, Kris has managed it all with equal parts discipline and heart. "You're doing amazing, sweetie." That now iconic phrase might have started as a meme, but it perfectly sums up her approach. Constant encouragement with a touch of unshakable confidence. Kris Jenner built not just a family brand, she built an empire rooted in empowerment. Still, the road to success hasn't been all glam and glitter. Kris has faced public scrutiny, relationship drama, and media criticism. Yet, she always bounces back stronger. Her breakup with Caitlyn Jenner could have derailed the family's public image, but Kris handled it with class, and emotional intelligence. She has weathered countless rumors, betrayals, and internet storms, often turning controversy into opportunity. It's that very ability to control the narrative instead of being controlled by it that cements her as one of the most influential figures in modern entertainment. Every headline, every scandal, every viral moment, somehow Kris always turns it into gold. That's not luck. That's skill. And let's talk about her influence on pop culture. The term momager might have started as a joke, but Kris turned it into a respected career path. Her signature style, the sharp bob, the monochrome power suits, the oversized sunglasses, became a fashion statement in itself. She's been the muse for countless designers, and even her holiday parties are legendary. But beyond aesthetics, Kris represents something bigger, a shift in how women over 50 and now 70 are perceived. She's proof that ambition doesn't fade with age, and glamour doesn't have an expiration date. Kris has shown millions of women that it's okay to want more, to reinvent, to lead, and yes, to look fabulous doing it. As Kris celebrates her 70th, her life looks nothing like retirement. Instead, she's expanding her business ventures, managing a new wave of endorsements, and even dipping into streaming deals. She's also embracing her role as a grandmother, though in true Kris fashion, she prefers the title Lovey, and Lovey is still running the show. Her schedule is packed, her phone never stops ringing, and her influence stretches from Los Angeles to every corner of social media. Whether she's sipping martinis with her daughters on the Kardashians or sharing heartfelt family moments online, Kris continues to master the balance between public persona and private devotion. So tonight, as Kris Jenner blows out her candles, the world isn't just celebrating another birthday. It's saluting an icon, a woman who transformed fame into a family business, who turned vulnerability into power, and who continues to prove that reinvention is the ultimate luxury. From Calabasas to Cannes, her story has become part of the cultural fabric. She's the mom, the mogul, and the mastermind, the original influencer before the word even existed. So here's to Kris Jenner, the sexiest 70-year-old on television, the queen of reinvention, and the unstoppable force behind a generation's most glamorous empire. After all, as Kris herself might say, if somebody says no, you're talking to the wrong person. Happy birthday, Kris. You're doing amazing, sweetie.